I never thought much about Instagram. It was just background noise in my life, a place for selfies, memes, and late-night scrolling when sleep refused to come. I was 19 when this all began. A freshman still figuring out who I was. I lived with my mom in Riverside, California, in a quiet one-story house with faded stucco walls and palm trees out front. The kind of neighborhood where no one waves at each other, where people come and go but never really talk. Mom worked nights at the hospital. Most evenings it was just me, the hum of the fridge and the glow of my phone screen. Back then, Instagram felt like a lifeline. Everyone at school was obsessed with it. If you didn't post, you didn't exist. So I leaned into it. Coffee cups, mirror selfies at the gym, sunsets on the roof of the parking garage. Nothing special, but it made me feel like I belonged, and for a while it worked. Likes trickled in. Comments too. People started calling me the Instagram guy, always posting, always online. I liked that attention, but I didn't know that attention was already attracting something else. It started on a Thursday night. I had just bombed a stats exam. My brain was fried, my eyes heavy. I crawled into bed and scrolled until the words blurred into nothing. That's when I saw it. A new notification. Follow request at @watchingyou247. The username made me laugh. Creepy, but probably a bot. I clicked the profile. No picture, no post, no followers. Just following 600 people. I hit decline. Tossed my phone on the nightstand. A few minutes later, buzz. Another notification. Same request, same account. I frowned. Declined again. Almost immediately it popped back up like it hadn't gone anywhere. By the weekend it had become a game. Every time I logged in, there it was. Follow request at @watchingyou247. I started showing it to my friends. This bot is relentless, I joked. My buddy Andre leaned over, puffing his vape. Bro, that's not a bot. Bots don't keep coming back like that. Just accept it. What's the worst that could happen? I rolled my eyes. Yeah, right. That's how you get hacked, he smirked. Or maybe that's your secret admirer. Some hot chick too shy to show her face. We laughed, but my stomach twisted. Because deep down I knew there was nothing funny about it. That night, lying in the dark, I stared at the screen. The request was waiting. Just one button, except I hovered over it. My thumb trembled. But instead I locked the phone and shoved it under my pillow. I should have left it there. Because the moment I fell asleep, my phone buzzed again. When I woke up, it was morning. Sunlight filled the room, warm and safe. I almost convinced myself I had dreamed it all. But when I opened Instagram, the request was still there, persistent, patient, like it knew I couldn't ignore it forever. I told myself I was being paranoid, that it was nothing more than spam. But something about it felt personal, like it wasn't asking for permission. It was waiting for me to surrender. And the longer it waited, the more it felt like someone was watching. For 3 days straight, the request stayed. No matter how many times I declined it, blocked it, even reported it, it returned, like a shadow that never left. By Sunday night, I gave in. My thumb hovered, my heart pounding. I whispered to myself, it's nothing, just a troll, and I hit accept. At first, nothing happened. No flood of DMs, no hacked account, just silence. I exhaled, shaking my head at my own nerves. I went back to scrolling through memes, double-tapping bikini pics, watching reels. Hours passed. Then my phone buzzed, a new DM. I opened it. It was a single word. Finally. I stared at the message. My throat went dry. I typed back, who is this? No response. I waited. 10 minutes, 20, nothing. I set the phone down, but my eyes kept darting back to it, every little buzz making me flinch. Then around 2:13 a.m., another message arrived. This one wasn't a word, it was a picture. At first I thought it was a glitch. The photo was grainy, dark, almost black, but when I squinted my blood froze. It was a photo of me, lying in bed. Eyes closed, phone glowing faintly in my hand. The angle was wrong, it wasn't a selfie. It was taken from the foot of my bed. I bolted upright, heart hammering. I spun around, scanning the room. No one. The door was shut. The window locked. I was alone, but I couldn't unsee the photo. The way the shadows bent behind me, the faint reflection of someone's outline in my TV screen. I called Andre immediately. He answered groggy. Dude, it's 2 a.m. What the hell? I told him everything, the account, the messages, the picture. He laughed. Bro, you're tripping. It's probably one of your friends messing with you. Just relax, but I couldn't relax. Not when I looked back at my phone and saw another message waiting. This time it read, "Don't tell anyone." For the next week, my life unraveled. I barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes, I imagined someone standing over me, phone in hand, snapping photos. During the day, things weren't any better. At school, I'd feel eyes burning into me, but when I turned, nothing. At home, I'd hear faint clicks like the sound of a phone camera, echoing in the dark corners of my room. And every night, the account sent more photos. Me brushing my teeth, me studying at my desk, me opening the fridge, all from angles that shouldn't have been possible. I deleted Instagram, wiped my phone clean. For 2 blissful days, the silence returned. No messages, no pictures. But on the 3rd day, while scrolling through YouTube, a notification popped up. It wasn't Instagram this time, it was TikTok. At the rate watching you 247 has followed you. My stomach dropped. I deleted TikTok instantly, but then it appeared on Twitter, then Snapchat, even Venmo. No matter what I did, no matter what account I deleted, it followed. Like it wasn't tied to an app, it was tied to me. The breaking point came one night in late October. I had been up studying, Red Bull cans scattered across my desk. Around 3 a.m., exhaustion hit me like a truck. I crawled into bed, my head sinking into the pillow. Must have blacked out instantly, because the next thing I remember is waking up to the sound of a notification buzz buzz buzz. I reached for my phone with shaking hands. There were 37 new messages, all from at the rate watching U247, and each one was a photo of me sleeping, one after another after another. But in every photo, something changed. In the first, I was alone in bed. In the second, a shadow stood in the corner. By the 10th, it was closer. By the 20th, it was standing over me, and in the last one, I wasn't in bed anymore. I wanted to believe it was a dream, that those photos weren't real, that I hadn't just seen myself vanish from my own bed. But when I checked my Instagram the next morning, my entire feed had changed. All my pictures, the coffee cups, the gym selfies, the sunsets, they were gone. In their place where the photo sat, the rate-watching U247 had sent me. The ones of me sleeping. The ones of me brushing my teeth. The ones of me staring blankly into the fridge, posted in order. Chronological. Like my life had been cataloged by someone else. I panicked. I tried deleting them, but every time I removed a post, it reappeared seconds later. I changed my password, logged out, even made a new account. None of it mattered because every time I refreshed, the pictures were still there. I begged Andre to come over. When he saw my profile, his jaw dropped. "Bro, this is some next-level prank. How are you even doing this?" "I'm not," I whispered. My hand shook as I held out the phone. "I swear to God I didn't post any of this." He studied me for a long moment, then laughed nervously. "Okay, dude, seriously. You're freaking me out. Just stop." But I couldn't stop because right then a new post appeared, not from me, but from them. It was a photo of Andre, standing in my driveway. The angle was from my bedroom window, even though I hadn't taken it. Andre swore under his breath, stumbling back. "What the—" We rushed to the window. Nothing, no one outside, no cars, just the quiet street under a pale moon. But when we turned back to my phone, another photo had appeared. This time it was us, me and Andre, standing at the window, taken from behind us. We tore through the house, checking every room, every closet, nothing, every door locked, every window sealed, but the photos kept coming. Every movement we made, captured, uploaded, shared with the world. Andre finally backed away, pale. "Nah, man. I'm done. This isn't right." He grabbed his keys and bolted. I watched his car speed down the street, tail lights glowing until they vanished into the dark. And then another post appeared, Andre driving, eyes wide, mouth open in a silent scream. The timestamp showed it was taken. Just seconds ago, that was the last time I saw him. He never came back to class. His phone went straight to voicemail. No one at school mentioned him again, like he had never existed. But his photo stayed on my feed, frozen, eternal. I stopped sleeping. Every time I tried, I'd hear the buzz of new posts. Every time I checked, I saw more pictures of me. Angles I didn't understand, moments I didn't remember. Sometimes the photos were in places I had never been. A dark forest, a hotel hallway, a bathroom with cracked mirrors, and in every single one I was there. By November, I was barely human. No appetite, no rest, just endless scrolling, watching my own life unravel online. Then one night, something new happened. I opened Instagram, and there it was, a live stream from my account. The red icon glowed at the top of the screen. Live, 183 viewers. My stomach dropped. I tapped it open. The stream was dark at first. Then slowly the image came into focus. It was my room, my bed, my body, lying there perfectly still, breathing, as if I were asleep. But I wasn't asleep. I was watching. I typed frantically into the chat. "That's not me. That's not me. Please, someone help." But no one responded. The comments were filled with laughing emojis, heart eyes, creepy but cool. Is this a filter? They thought it was all a game, and then the figure stepped into frame, a shadow, featureless, holding my phone. It turned slowly and aimed the camera at me. We tore through the house, checking every room, every closet, nothing, every door locked, every window sealed, but the photos kept coming. Every movement we made, captured, uploaded, shared with the world. Andre finally backed away, pale. "Nah, man. I'm done. This isn't right." He grabbed his keys and bolted. I watched his car speed down the street, tail lights glowing until they vanished into the dark. And then another post appeared, Andre driving, eyes wide, mouth open in a silent scream. The timestamp showed it was taken. Just seconds ago, that was the last time I saw him. He never came back to class. His phone went straight to voicemail. No one at school mentioned him again, like he had never existed. But his photo stayed on my feed, frozen, eternal. I stopped sleeping. Every time I tried, I'd hear the buzz of new posts. Every time I checked, I saw more pictures of me. Angles I didn't understand, moments I didn't remember. Sometimes the photos were in places I had never been. A dark forest, a hotel hallway, a bathroom with cracked mirrors, and in every single one I was there. By November, I was barely human. No appetite, no rest, just endless scrolling, watching my own life unravel online. Then one night, something new happened. I opened Instagram, and there it was, a live stream from my account. The red icon glowed at the top of the screen. Live, 183 viewers. My stomach dropped. I tapped it open. The stream was dark at first. Then slowly the image came into focus. It was my room, my bed, my body, lying there perfectly still, breathing, as if I were asleep. But I wasn't asleep. I was watching. I typed frantically into the chat. "That's not me. That's not me. Please, someone help." But no one responded. The comments were filled with laughing emojis, heart eyes, creepy but cool. Is this a filter? They thought it was all a game, and then the figure stepped into frame, a shadow, featureless, holding my phone. It turned slowly and aimed the camera at me. After that live stream, I stopped leaving the house, stopped going to class, stopped answering texts. All I did was sit in the dark, scrolling, because no matter how much I tried, I couldn't look away. Every night, the same pattern, new photos, new angles, new proof that someone or something was watching. It got worse in December. I woke up one night to dozens of notifications. My phone was buzzing so hard it nearly slid off the nightstand. When I opened Instagram, my heart stopped. It wasn't just my account anymore. The photos had spread. Hundreds of other profiles, random classmates, strangers, even teachers, were suddenly filled with my face. Me, brushing my teeth. Me eating cereal. Me standing outside their houses as if I wasn't just being watched, but copied. One night I couldn't take it anymore. I smashed my phone. Shards of glass scattered across the floor. The buzzing finally stopped. For a while, the silence felt like mercy, like maybe I'd finally broken free. But the next morning, when I logged in on my laptop, my profile was still active. New posts, all from last night. Photos of me smashing the phone. Photos of me on my knees crying. Photos I never took. That's when I understood it wasn't following me. It wasn't posting me. It was becoming me. The last picture uploaded this morning. It wasn't my room. It wasn't my house. It was a photo of me, smiling, somewhere unfamiliar, standing beside people I didn't know. The caption read, "Love my new life. Finally free. Blessed." The likes poured in. Hundreds. Thousands. More than I ever got on my real posts. And as I sit here typing this, I feel it happening. I'm fading. My hands don't feel real. My reflection barely looks like me anymore. Soon there won't be a difference between us. Soon I'll only exist on a screen. So if you're watching this, if you've scrolled past my face on Instagram today, that isn't me, it never was. I used to think Instagram was harmless. A distraction. A highlight reel. Nothing more. When I was 19, I was obsessed with posting. Not because I thought my life was special, but because it felt like the only way people noticed me. At Riverside College, everyone was networking, building brands, curating their feeds. Me, I just wanted to fit in. I posted everything: my morning coffee, gym selfies, late-night study sessions. Every party, every hangout. It wasn't even about the likes anymore. It was about proof. Proof that I was living. My best friend Lila used to tease me. "Jaden, your life's not an episode of reality TV, chill." I'd laugh, but she wasn't wrong. One night, I posted a story from my bedroom. Nothing special, just me lying on my bed, headphones in, dog snoring beside me. I added a dumb caption: "Dead after midterms. Send coffee." I went to sleep thinking nothing of it, but when I woke up, I had dozens of replies. Not the usual laughing emojis or "same bro," these were different. "Who's that behind you? WTF, check the corner. Bro, not funny." My stomach dropped. I replayed the story. At first, I saw nothing. Just me, headphones, my dog. But in the far corner of my room, barely visible in the shadows, a figure, standing, watching. I tore my room apart. Closet, under the bed, bathroom. Nothing. I convinced myself it was a trick of the light. Some shadow. Some reflection, but the DMs kept coming. "Who was recording you?" "Not cool, bro." That gave me chills. "Tell me you see it." I deleted the story. That should have been the end. Except the next morning, another post appeared on my account. One I didn't upload. It was a picture of me. Asleep. Face half buried in the pillow, mouth slightly open. Taken from the foot of my bed. My heart stopped. I lived alone with my mom, and she was working a night shift when that photo was taken. I changed my password, set up two-factor authentication, even deleted the app, but the posts didn't stop. Every night, new photos appeared. Me brushing my teeth. Me studying at my desk. Me standing at the fridge at 2 a.m., all uploaded with captions I didn't write. Late-night snack. Can't sleep, lol. Anyone else up RN? Like my life had become content for someone else's account. I stopped sleeping. I kept my phone face down, afraid to look. But one night, curiosity won. I opened Instagram and froze a live stream. From my account, I tapped in. Viewers flooded the chat. Laughing emojis. Fire emojis. The stream showed my bedroom. Dark. Silent. At first, I thought maybe it was old footage. Then I saw myself, lying in bed, breathing. But I wasn't in bed. I was sitting right there, phone in hand, watching it happen. I typed in the chat, "That's not me." But no one believed me. They thought it was a stunt, a filter, a prank. The camera slowly tilted, toward the corner, toward the shadow, and for the first time I saw it clearly. Tall, featureless, holding a phone, filming me. The screen went black. I thought that was the end. But the next morning, my account was still live. Streaming, except now it wasn't my room, it was somewhere else. A bare white room. No windows. Just me, strapped to a chair, eyes open. Mouth gagged. Staring at the camera, and the worst part? The comments. Creepy but fire. "This has to be staged, loyal. Bro's a genius. Keep it up." No one knew it wasn't a show. No one believed it was real. And now, as I sit here, I realize I don't exist offline anymore. My body's gone. My account is all that's left. If you see me live tonight, don't watch. Don't comment, because every view, every like, every tap of the screen brings me closer to being theirs forever. I never believed in ghosts. Not really. Sure, I liked horror movies, creepy stories online, even the occasional haunted TikTok for laughs. But me? I was rational. Logical. The kind of person who rolled their eyes at the thought of spirits lingering on Earth. That changed the night my best friend died. Her name was Allison Reed. Everyone called her Allie. We'd been inseparable since middle school. Sleepovers. Late-night phone calls. A million inside jokes that no one else would ever get. But college pulled us in different directions. She stayed in our hometown in Oregon, going to a community college. I moved 2 hours away to Portland State. We kept in touch the way everyone does these days: Instagram, DMs, stories, tagged posts. It was our lifeline. The night it happened, I was cramming for finals. Around 11:48 p.m., my phone buzzed. New story, Allison Reed 94. I tapped. It was just a shaky clip of her at a party. Strobe lights, people laughing, a plastic cup in her hand. The music distorted through her phone mic. She looked straight into the camera and shouted, "Last night alive." Then she giggled and cut the clip. I laughed, shook my head. Typical ally, dramatic captions, drunk jokes. I had no idea she meant it literally. The next morning I woke up to 6 missed calls from her mom. When I finally called back, her voice cracked through sobs. "Allie's gone." At first I didn't understand. Gone where? But then she said the words that made the world tilt sideways. She was in a car accident last night. They said she died instantly. The phone slipped in my hand. My chest went hollow. Gone, just like that. But then my brain caught on something strange. Wait, if she died last night, how had she uploaded that story at 11:48? The crash report said it happened around 11:30. Her story had been posted after she was already dead. The funeral came fast. A blur of flowers whispered condolences and her photo framed by candlelight. Everyone cried. Everyone posted tributes, but her account didn't stop. At first I thought maybe her family was using her phone. But then the post got wrong. A story appeared 3 days after the funeral. Black screen. White text. "I'm still here." The comments flooded. WTF? Who's on her account? Not funny. I DM'd instantly. Me, who is this? No reply. Just seen. The next night, another post. A picture of me. Taken from outside my apartment, I tried to ignore it. Told myself it was some sick hacker. But the posts got worse. Photos of my dorm room. A video of me sleeping. Always uploaded at night, and then live streams. One popped up at 3 a.m. Allison Reed 94 is live. My hands shook as I tapped in. The screen was dark, grainy, like a camera pressed against cloth. But I could hear it. Breathing. Ragged. Close to the mic. And then faintly a whisper. "Why did you let me leave?" I slammed my phone down, heart pounding, bile rising in my throat. This wasn't Allie, couldn't be. But the voice, God, it sounded like her. I finally called her mom. "Please tell me you or someone else has her phone." She sniffled. "No. The police gave it back after the accident. It was destroyed, waterlogged. They said it couldn't even power on, so who was posting?" That night, another story. A photo of Allie, but not the ally I knew. Her face was pale, blood running from her hairline, eyes open, staring. The caption read, "You watched my last story. Why didn't you save me?" I dropped my phone screaming. My roommate burst in, demanding to know what happened. But when I showed her the screen, the post was gone. I stopped sleeping. Every time I closed my eyes, I heard her laugh. That last laugh from the party story, but warped, twisted. Then came the final DM, from Allie's account. "Check my story. It's your turn." My stomach knotted as I tapped. It was a video of me, right then, sitting on my bed, holding my phone. The camera panned closer, grainy, shaky like it was filmed from just outside my window. The last frame, my own face staring at the screen in horror. Then black, my phone buzzed one last time. "New follower request at the rate Allison Reed 95.